today. Today I'm going to show you a tool I made, and this tool measures the inside of a bracelet. The reason you want to measure the inside of a bracelet is that the outer side can be deceiving, because sometimes the outer side of a bracelet can be 7 inch while the inner measurement of a bracelet can be 6 inch. The reason you want to measure the inner bracelet and not the outer bracelet is because if you want to sell these or you want a bracelet for yourself, you need it to fit. So we want to make sure that you have the right size bracelet. I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to fold it over. We're going to roll it up. Oh, sorry. We're going to pick up our bracelet and we're going to put it over our measurement. Our measuring tape, and I just made it out of plastic, but you can also make this out of paper. And then we're going to fold it back. Now, as you can see, I have 7 here, so this is 7.5 inch. I made this out of plastic, but you can also make this out of paper, and I'm going to show you this on paper today. The reason for that is that you can see better what I'm doing, because this can be a little bit hard to see on camera. But it is the same principle, and you can also make it out of paper if you don't have this plastic. But I recommend to use the plastic, and this is something that you can just get from your scrapbook store, because this plastic has a longer lifespan than the paper would have. So let's see what we need. You will need optional some plastic. I do really advise you to use plastic. These sheets are not very expensive. These sheets are, I believe, €2 in our country for like 10 sheets. So I think that you can get these fairly cheap. But if you don't have those, you can also use some thicker craft cord. And this is just very sturdy paper. What I wanted to say is, if you're going to use this, this is going to crack and get soft after a while. So you will need to replace this every once in a while when you make this. So it's just what you like, because a pack of this paper is just as expensive as the plastic sheets here. But I don't know how that is for your country. But if you can get your hands on the plastic sheets, I would use the plastic sheets. You will need a ruler, and I'm using this ruler that also has inches on it. You can also make this in centimeters, it's just what you like. You will need a marker. This is a permanent marker, and if you have one, you should use one with a fine tip on it. I hope you can see that. With a fine tip on it, because that is easier for the writing. Oh, I dropped it, sorry. And you will need a scissor, and this is just any old regular scissor, because we're going to use this to cut the paper with. So let's start. With our paper in the length, so the longest side is on this side. We're going to draw on that side. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to line it up with the paper. And I'm going to make sure that the 0 of the inch starts with the paper. Then I'm going to hold it. I'm going to grab my marker, and I'm going to first measure all the inches. You don't have to start with the 0, but we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do that up to the 10. But you can also do 11 if you make a lot of larger bracelets. Maybe you can also do the 11. So we're going to just mark all the inches. And I'm going to do that with drawing a stripe. I'm going to do the 11 just for the sake of this video also. So like this, make sure that they are that you can really see them. So go over them if you need to. So this works for the paper just the same as for the plastic. Like this. And now we're going to place a dot on every ½ inch. And in this way we will know easier what is 1/2 inch and what is 1 inch. And it will look like this. Now what we're going to do it backwards. So instead of drawing the 1 here, we're going to draw the 9. So we're going to count back, and I'm going to measure this on a 10 inch. So if you made an 11 inch, you should start with a 10 here. So this is my end point, and it will look like this. Now we're going to cut off the piece here. So what we're going to do, we're going to line up at the end our ruler, and I'm going to measure that with the end of the paper. So this is just any old regular size paper, like this. And now we are going to cut this on the line. Sorry, I had to cough really bad. So I had to pause my video. But we're just going to cut along the line. And it will look like this. And you can make it as tidy as you need. So as like this. And now we're going to cut along this line, and what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we have just a little bit of room above the stripes and the dots that we just draw. And like this. What you could, if you want an exact measurement, what you can do is that you leave 1/2 inch here and then draw a line. It doesn't really need to be exact, as long as you have the measurements underneath that exact. So like this. Now we're also going to cut that. So if you have friends that also would like such a ruler, sorry for the noise, I hit my camera stand with my scissor, sorry. But if you have a friend that also makes bracelets, you can also make one for her or for him. Like this. And as I said before, you can make it as tidy as you want. So as neat as you want. I believe tidy is a different word, sorry for that. And it will look like this. Now we're going to do the last thing, and I'm going to show you that on the one I already made. I have drawn arrow here, and that is just for me to know which part needs to go over the other part. So this part needs to go over. So instead of an arrow, you can also write over on it. That is also okay. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to do that with the one. What you can do, it is just what you like. You can also draw the arrow here, and I'm going to demonstrate it for you by doing that on this one, because you will not make a 1-inch bracelet for sure. So, or you make it for dolls or something, but you're not going to make a 1-inch bracelet. So we're just going to draw the arrow here, and that makes it easy also for measuring. And it would look like this. Now we're going to test them out. So I'm going to roll it up, and as you can see, this is a little bit stiffer than the plastic is, but it works just fine. And now we're going to roll it back. Now, and as you can see, this is a 7.5-inch bracelet, and this is maybe it comes in handy for the tool. I just see where it ends, so I don't really mind, but you can use the arrow like this, so that you can really see where your bracelet stops. So that's all there is to it. As I said, you can make it in plastic, and I like the plastic better because, as you can see, this also bends. While the plastic, you can just save this and clean it up or put it away in storage flat, and this one will curl. You will need to replace this one, while the plastic one will have a very long lifespan in comparing to the paper one, but it is just as good. It is just what you like. You can make it as long as you want. If you need an even longer one, you will need a longer piece of paper, but as most people won't make a 10 or 11 inch bracelet, or if you do, you can make it 11 inch from this piece of paper, but if you do, you will need a longer piece of paper. That is just what you like. So I hope that you find this a useful tool. If you are going to make it, please share it on my Facebook page. I would love to see the finished project of this, because I think this is really something that every beader can use. And I would love if this spreads so that everyone doesn't have to buy any fancy tool, but just can make the tool themselves. So I really hope that you liked this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this tutorial. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Have a nice day!